Man, that was loud, right?
It was aggressive.
Yeah.
But when did we ever have a problem with loud and aggressive things?
Good point. Speaking of loud and aggressive, wow, I couldn't have written that better myself. Robb Flynn from Machine Head is here. How are you, dude?
Good, man. How are you?
Pretty sweet, usually.
Got some new digs?
I got new digs.
Since the last time I came here, you were in a different place, and now you got a new place,
Wait,
right?
really?
Has it been that long?
I hung out with you in New York, and then I hung out at another place.
Yeah, not in this studio.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it has been some time then.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't really follow what's going on anymore, but I follow you, so I see what's going on with you. Don't know what the rest of the metal world's doing that much. Kind of leave that to Jose Mangan. He's just got it all handled. I don't know. What's the latest band that I was like...
Well, we were impressed.
There's no new shit where I've jumped on.
Yeah.
I haven't jumped on anybody's new shit.
I don't know how to describe it exactly, but when we heard Arch Enemy and then we saw what Arch Enemy's physical stage show is like, we're like, wow, well, that's something a little bit different.
Yeah, she's a badass, right?
Yeah.
She's awesome.
Okay, but I saw a video that you got a new album coming out, right?
New album coming out January.
And it's different. In what way?
I've been telling people that I do these Facebook Live and these YouTube Live things, and I've just been telling everybody, keep your expectations low for the heaviness. It's a very grooving, very melodic record, and it's kind of freaked people out, understandably, I guess.
It's freaked people out because how unheavy is it?
It's got some pretty melodic moments, man. And when I sit there and I think about, everybody always says the same shit anyway. Like, it's the heaviest fucking thing ever, dude.
Yeah.
It's the heavy, but it's melodic. This isn't us at our heaviest. Like, to me, if The Blackening was us at our most thrashing and most heavy, this is probably us at our most grooving and most melodic. And it's still heavy. It's great songs. It's a new trip, and I dig it, man.
And what brought this on, and why? Because it seems like you're not making excuses, but you're explaining to your fans that, hey, be prepared for Machine Head not to be really heavy. Why? What drove you to change everything?
I just think that nothing.
Like, is the whole band's obviously
let's
try something different.
There's no plan. I mean, we didn't even say that. Like, there's no plan. Like, we just
wrote a song, and that song seemed to be.
There's never a plan.
How much control could you have? Because I do feel like some bands go, "Oh, this is going to be our album where we go blah blah blah." But I think most songwriters find that you don't want to sound corny about it, but it just kind of flows and it comes, and you can't control that.
I mean, to me, Keith Richards summed it up best. We're just a vessel, and we're just channeling what's going through us, and we didn't have a plan. We just started writing. We just started writing, and it came out the way it came out, and it was just cool. Like, that was the shit that got our dick hard, and we were like, fuck, let's go with it.
So you've got, like, how many songs? How long are the songs?
15 songs, 75 minutes. It's a big commitment.
How long does
I don't even know what the fuck we were thinking. It's like
well, you said
it's like a singles era of time right now.
But you said so yourself. You got no plan, so you just did that. How long is each song, roughly?
They're shorter songs.
There's 5, 7.
So you know Halo, which was
no, because that's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, is it a 9 or a 7 or a 5?
These are like 4-minute songs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and there's a couple of long ones, but
okay.
But most of them, the majority of the record is short songs.
I mean, it's
not. It was nice. It was just like, the first 2 songs we wrote were just short and sweet and heavy, and we're like, fuck, it doesn't need to go on for 6 more minutes or have 20 other changes.
Yeah. So it's not as heavy, but it's still, I mean, you guys are really good musicians, so you're still flexing. Like, there's still, like, really difficult things on it, or are we just going...
No, it's
right, it's still Machine Head.
Yeah, you haven't heard it,
you're
right?
No.
You haven't heard anything, so
no.
I'm just coming in here, like, cold, going, you're like, what the fuck have I been reading?
No, well, I just figured I would,
Yeah.
I'll talk to you about it.
You're going to like it. It's got.
I probably because you sing on it.
It's a really dark.
Yeah.
But the song. I really made a conscious effort to have. Like, I don't listen to a whole lot of metal. I'll be straight with you.
Okay.
Like, just to me, a lot of it doesn't interest me. A lot of the lyrics don't interest me. Now, like I listen to a lot of hip hop. I grew up on a lot of hardcore punk rock, hip hop, and I just love like, love it or hate it. I love just the fucking direct, ignorant ass, lyrics of hip hop. It's very clear. It's very blunt. There's no metaphors. Like metal's full of metaphors, and like we've been singing about the same shit now for like 30 fucking years, and I get a little bored with it. And with this record, I really wanted to just strip it down and make really clear, really simple, really blunt, especially like my choruses, just really clear. Like there's no, like, what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Exactly when I'm talking about it.
Wow.
And it's cool. Like real vulgar language and coarse language, and it's a good vibe, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I respect somebody that keeps trying to do different stuff. Can't just do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I'm 50 years old, man. This
Are you really?
Album number 9.
Man.
It's like, how the fuck do you like blow people away? How do you like say something different? How do you, because there's the two sides, right? There's the type of bands that are like, okay, we want to be AC/DC, never change, it's always the same.
Yeah.
And then there's the Beatles, which is probably the most evolution that's ever happened over the course of 10 years in music history. And I don't want to say we've changed that much, because I never think that we have, but I love the evolution. I love trying to find some new thing that keeps you going.
Man, keeps you going. You're 50. Like, I would not have any idea. You're like, to me, you're like playing to the kids because you are one. Like, you don't say 50.
I'm 50.
Fuck. I thought metal trashed you.
It does. In a good way, right?
Wait, didn't you have like a surgery when I saw you? Your leg was fucked or something? At one point.
Oh, I had hernia surgery.
That's right.
That's what it was. I had hernia
something
surgery.
Heavy where
my fucking my guts dropped into my nuts.
Oh my god.
It was fucking brutal. Like, I've actually got a picture of like my nuts, and I've got my intestines hanging into it. It looks like I got a third ball. It's
oh my god.
brutal. It fucking hurt.
So is that
and I did that on tour. I actually did it on tour,
you're still playing.
But then I toured for about 6 months on it.
Yeah, I remember
because
seeing
I was like, it doesn't hurt that bad. And then just one fucking day after a show, I was like, he's like, I woke up and I just couldn't move, and I was laying down. Like what happens is your guts would drop into your nuts, and then they just kind of stay there for a while during the show because you're squeezing your stomach while you're singing the whole time.
Oh yeah.
And so I'd have to get off stage, and I'd just lay down on the ground for about a half an hour until my guts pulled out of my nuts.
Okay.
And it just goes back in, and then because it would just pull back into your stomach. And so then I did that, and then I'd be fine. And then just after halfway through the tour, I was like, fuck this shit.
So
I
then
to
you had
emergency
to go
surgery.
Right.
Took 6 days off, and then we jumped back on the same tour and just kept on going.
And now you're good?
I think I saw you on the second day, right?
You couldn't
My second
sit down.
show, yeah, I couldn't sit down. Yeah, it was a lot of pain pills, and just made it through. It was good. I had my gallbladder taken out.
So you're good now?
Jason. I'm falling apart.
Yeah, but are you good now?
I am, yeah.
See, that's all I really care about, because I know shit goes awry, especially if you live a hard life.
Yeah.
But can they, like cut out the problem or do that? Can I keep going? Because I figure that shit's coming for me. I'm 46. I figure that sooner or later they're going to be like, hey, something's fucked up in there. We got to cut it out. But, can I still fuck around?
You're training, though, like you're training way harder than me. No?
No, I mean, this is very recent, but I don't. I talked to my therapist about it and shit. I don't feel like training the way that I trained is smart anymore.
But aren't you? You're still like you're doing the fights though, aren't you? Like
no,
you
I'm
gotta
not
train for the fights.
I don't think I'm gonna fight again unless it's like unless something.
Unless the money's good.
Yeah, that or it's a really cool fight where it seems like I've always wanted to know, or I feel like everybody would want to see that, and it'll be like a really entertaining thing. Then yeah, I would do it.
Going crazy training?
Yeah, the weirdest thing has happened to me lately. I've stopped, right? Because I got a staph infection, and I got it 3 times in 3 months. So I just stopped for a while because I was a little bit weird about going to the gym, and it was weird at first. I was miserable because I couldn't train, and then after the 3rd hit of taking antibiotics, knowing that my body's just shit, I just started doing other stuff, not thinking about how I'm not going to the gym. I started to fill those hours with doing podcasts and all this other stuff, and hanging out with my wife, and it's so weird how I just have time for everybody now. And when I wake up in the morning, I didn't realize it.
I gotta imagine you're just training like a motherfucker for a fight. It's gotta be brutal.
But you don't realize it because you got to come in here, you got to do stuff, got to hang out with the kids, got to stay pumped.
Yep.
So I just figured, man, well that's part of when you're 45. Because every time I got home, I would lie on the couch and I would could not move, and I would always ask my wife to bring me stuff. And it was this weird thing where I did it too much, and it wasn't but it was because getting up meant so much
Pain.
more. That I would look. I get my kid. Can anybody get me? You know what I mean? Like a soda from the fridge. Anybody? Because I'll do anything. I don't want to get up. But now I have way more energy, and I don't think I realized that maybe you're too old to train much all day.
I can't train too hard. Like it just fucking hurts.
So I don't think I'm retired.
I train. You know, I mean, I still, I want to stay in shape.
Because you got to.
Strong. Yeah.
But you can't overtrain like you did when you were young.
Fuck no.
See, I think that wall just
that whole
hit me.
One bench press of 300 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I can't ever do that again.
See, I thought I pissed that fight.
Fuck all that.
I thought that fight was super hard and it wore me out. But I was like, so what? I could do that again. If my hand wasn't broken, I would have fought like in another month or two. And now realizing that it really mangled me. Like my body is still recovering from it, and it happened 4 or 5 months ago. But I didn't. I thought at the time I was like, "Yeah, that was a tough fight." But man, I'm ready to go. My body's like, "No, dude, no, you're an idiot. You need to stop." Like,
and the staph infection was from that.
I think just from just still keep going, keep training, and being super worn out and tired, and just. Right. I feel like I owe all my coaches so much, and everybody there is 10, 20 years younger than me.
You're sober now too, huh?
Yeah, well, and I gotta keep. It's just
you got sober and you got a staph infection.
The three.
But
that's what happens when you're dirty.
I got sober about 9 months ago too.
Only 9 months ago?
Yeah, 9 months ago.
And why is that? Just because you're getting? You're 50.
Feeling like shit.
I feel like a hangover because that was for me. If I drank.
I know. It was my 50th birthday. I do a birthday bash every year anyway, and so we played. I got a bunch of my friends. We played covers for 3 hours and Tom Petty songs and Misfit songs and punk rock songs and hip hop. We're doing Snoop Dogg and it was my first sober birthday since I was 13 years old. I was like, God damn, that's a lot of partying. Man.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was weird.
You know what? It was awesome.
Don't lie. It sucked.
It was. I don't.
Just be honest.
I don't love being sober, but I don't like being hungover. So.
Hey, that one. Yeah. Well, that was the other thing. That's why I think that's why I got really over the top with the training.
I still encourage everybody to drink, and we did like a reggae version of "Careless Whisper" by Wham, and got everybody to smoke shit tons of weed, and so it was just like it's a good vibe. You know what I mean? Like.
So you still hang out in the weed a little bit?
What's that?
You still hang out?
I'm sober.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Do you go to meetings and shit?
Nah.
Right. Just
nah.
That must have informed the lyrics.
I did about, you know what, well I quit, maybe. You know what, I started, the first third of the record was recorded while I was still drinking. Mm-hmm. So maybe somewhere in there, and then somewhere in there I quit drinking.
You do get an extra gear. There's no way around
it.
Because I go kind of on and off, and you just, there's that little extra juice.
Are you on or off right now?
As of 3 days ago, I'm off.
Look, I feel like if you eat, if I ate McDonald's for breakfast and then lunch, by lunch I would be like, I'm not going to the gym. I'm fucked.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's the same. It's just like the same thing to me.
I think it was just the accumulated. When I was drinking before I went on stage, so I'd have a brown eye, which is my drink. So it's just Grey Goose and Coke, and I would just eye my solo cup about how much vodka I was putting in. I never, I'm not doing putting shot glass like a fucking bar.
Right.
I'm just pouring. And one day I measured it, and I was like, I started putting in the shots, and I was like, holy shit, there's 7 shots in that pre-gig brown eye.
Yeah.
And then I'd drink that about 45 minutes before stage, and then I'd go up on stage and I'd be waiting to go on, so I'd tell Mud Billy, my drum tech, give me another brown eye. Right. I'm sipping here, just kind of waiting. And then if it was a good show, I'm playing for an hour and a half, and I'd have like, every time I talk, I'd have a brown eye, and I'd be talking, and throwing regatta. So it'd be like 12 shots, probably like an average every day. I know, but you're the singer Machine Head. I know. And then
you gotta have 12 shots.
And then if I had the day off, the day after, the day after. Then I drink like 3 or 4 brown eyes. So that's another 28 shots and maybe a couple of beers. So it was like about 30 to 40 shots, pretty almost, at least 12 shots a day, and then about 30 to 40 shots every 3 or 4 days. And I was like, I gotta chill for a second here.
Yeah, no, I mean, no shit. That's fucking ridiculous.
Are you a dad too? I know there's dads.
I'm a dad. Yeah, I got 2 boys.
So, it's...
When I get home, I'm not doing that at home.
Of course. But that's what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not like a crazy problem alcoholic or anything, but there's slightly hungover dad, and then there's butt cold sober for a week dad, and that's the second one's the one.
I tell you what, though, being at home was the hard part, because then I'd go out and then I'd party like I was on the road, but I'm not on the road, so my tolerance level's nowhere near. And then everybody's got cocaine now, and I'm just like, if I just do a little bump of cocaine, I'll be okay. And then a couple more drinks happen, and then now I'm coming home at 3 a.m. and I got to wake up at 6 a.m. and take my kids to school, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
That's not gonna. Yeah, you can't do bumps when you're 50.
Coke's not a dad drug.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you got to stay out of the bump game. See,
it takes you telling me that, though. It takes you saying that to me for me to go, yeah.
When you put it that way.
When you put it that way.
I feel like that's the one where you have to stop it.
On tour.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah. Shut up, Michael.
Yeah.
It's like
it's better on tour.
If you drink beer, if you start drinking
you're a rock and roll star. Do some bumps.
There's like a 50% chance you'll do cocaine that night. You have to stop.
Yeah.
Because you can't do bumps. You can't do bumps and have kids.
And it's fucking cocaine everywhere.
Don't care what anyone says.
I don't know if that's like. I mean, I'm sure it's like that down here, especially, but everywhere. Everybody has cocaine. It's like a crazy thing now.
Yeah, I don't know anybody, and I don't stay out late, and I haven't seen cocaine or anybody that actually does cocaine near me talking about cocaine for, I don't know. I just haven't seen it. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Who has it? Honestly, I'm trying to think of a day where it was like, yeah, but I'm going to chop up a couple, and I'd be like, whoa, really? I haven't seen that? I would watch it now, because it would... It's something that I haven't seen for so long. I'd be like, I'll watch you do cocaine. That's crazy. I remember cocaine. That's how long ago. I mean, seriously, no one has never.
Good for you.
Yeah, I can't even.
And you live
even
in
when
LA?
I drank, I was the kind of guy that I want to drink when I wake up, and I want to go to bed early. Yeah, I'm like doing shit in the morning. I got to do shit in the morning. So being up late, it's always the worst thing with trying to sleep with girls. Because they want to do the sex thing way later, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh god, I got to stay up until 3 a.m. before this pops off. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, I'll have a drink, but it's unbearable.
So
let's keep talking.
Yeah. Oh, let's laugh for a few more hours. Wait, let's get some food. Sounds great. Let's eat and talk.
Like god,
god damn, just take your fucking pants off. I gotta get to bed. I got shit to do.
You'd have been drinking all day, and you're like, I don't have patience for this.
My ultimate party is lunchtime. Let's all get wasted, and then like
have
6
sex
o'clock.
About 2 in the afternoon.
But start sucking at about 12:30.
He's more of a brunch fucker.
Yeah, I'm a brunch motherfucker for sure. That's me. I'll fuck brunch up. Yeah, man, that's me. Like the
so
most.
You're like mimosas.
Oh
and
yeah.
sex.
The most fun Jason is mimosa Jason. Like where
some chilaquiles.
Nobody's got no pants on. Yeah. Couple of eggs in the mix, some toast. You know what I mean? Fucking coffee and pumping.
Yeah, see, I'm like the opposite. I'm like ready for in the
you're
morning.
The
I'm
metal,
like
a
really
band
in the morning.
guy.
I'm just having coffee. Like I'm ready to go at night. My wife's like, what the fuck, dude?
It's got to be super weird
yeah.
to be a father because kids aren't night dudes. They're like we get up in the morning.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
that's got to be because that was a tough transition for me as a skateboarder when it was like, oh shit, I just get up at this time now.
Yeah.
Or I just get up in the middle of the night and grab a baby. Like those were.
Yeah.
It's sort of like when Kevin would be talking about waking up early. I was like, it's funny to me that you think it's so hard to wake up early. When I see a movie where the military and they're like, and it's such a fucking hard time for this dude to get up because they woke him up with the crack. It's like I fucking piss the crack. You like bang all the shit you want, man. Like I've got kids. I just wake up for no reason. The worst possible time. I've done it to the point where my body doesn't freak out about it.
I woke up at 4:45 today. Just like I'm jet lagged as fuck, but either way, I would probably be waking up early.
But sometimes you get to bed super late and you just get in the car.
I still just get up early.
Fuck.
I write lyrics a lot, like crazy early in the morning.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Leonard Cohen did that.
Yeah. It's like everybody's asleep. Like I can just drink coffee and think and just.
Man, I wish I knew when mine was going to come out. That sounded wrong.
He said that he would. He lived like by some water, and he'd go out in the pier and like in the dark, and then like just as the sun started to come up, he'd, for like an hour, he'd go inside and brew a pot of coffee and just bang out lyrics.
Oh, that's genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the only thing is with that is I got to get up when it's still dark, and that does not work out for the rest of my game plan. But every time I've ever done that one you can get a lot of brain juice.
Are we close to the Venice pier right now?
Depends on what time it is.
I did that one time. I did the pier sunrise. It actually wasn't a sunrise. It was just morning. I got up. I used to wake up and just run. Like climb out of bed, go on a run. Like no fucking piss.
That's super smart.
It. And then I sat there and I did that the last time I was here. And I wrote the song "Beneath the Silt." I wrote on the Venice pier. It was gray and I was all fucking depressed and I was just fuck. But I sat down. I went to that coffee place. It's got the big cow hanging out. Like half the cow is sticking out of the. It's right there on Venice Boulevard or something.
Anyway.
Sure I know.
Yeah.
So when you run, do you have like black running shoes or do you wear like shiny shit? And is your hair tied back or do you just metal it out? Like do you go...
I metal it out.
Do you have a battle jacket on when you run?
I put on...
Well, that's a legitimate question. He's fucking machine
head. A battle
head.
jacket on my battle vest.
Yeah, fuck, it keeps you warm. You don't have that on. You take that. You wear like.
I just got.
You wear a hoodie?
I got a hoodie.
Okay, you wear a hoodie.
Some sweats.
Black hoodie though, right?
Fuck yeah.
Right. What color sweatpants?
Black.
Okay. All right. What about?
I'm fucking around with no white hoodie.
If you run past wearing this,
I can't rock a white hoodie.
I'm looking for like the toaster under your arm.
What's that?
I'm thinking you just stole something.
Yeah.
If you go sprinting past me dressed the way you are right now.
Fuck off. That's the future of metal athletes is what that is.
I got the running shoes.
I'm thinking about. I got a couple of battle jackets. I'm thinking about putting them on for when I run from now on, especially because run in Venice is good.
It's not very comfortable though.
You know what? That's so ironic because I used to run Venice all the time, especially for my first fight, and I learned because I would run on the beach to not listen to Machine Head unless I was conditioned well, because the certain songs on the Blackening would make me get too pumped and then start sprinting. Because I can sprint and I'm super pumped by the song.
Right.
And then in the morning I'd go, fuck! Because I wasn't ready to do, you know what I mean?
Oh, because you weren't warmed up yet?
I would jog for like 45 minutes. And then at the end of 45 minutes, if Machine Head is in my ears, instead of like cruising it and then slowing it down, I'm fucking sprinting like a moron. Because, music will get, but I always knew don't do that one unless I was super ready because it would fuck me up. Because I got all these injuries from skateboarding. So me sprinting is just like the dumbest thing I can do. But it's your fault.
It's hard to sprint. My fault. No.
But I also used to think, I'm listening to Machine Head, and I'm very, very motivated to fucking kill stuff, and I will destroy the world. And the guy that I'm going to fight is probably running too. So if I stop, he'll keep running. So if we go and I stop right now, then he might be able to beat me. And I don't want anybody to punch my brains until I go to sleep. So it was super easy to just keep running. But yeah.
It's a good run on the on Venice Beach there. It's all like junkies and crackheads.
Yeah, I did the Full Metal one where I ran all the way into the ocean in the morning when it was raining the day before my fight to gather energy from the ocean. Yeah. But
get those negative ions.
Right, but it was raining in Venice, so I got sick. Like the day after the fight, I got sick because I was in that. You can't, if it's raining, you never go in the ocean, especially.
Oh yeah.
You didn't know that?
Mm,
yeah, that all the germs and shit. That's why if you ever see the day after it rains, you're a fucking idiot, and if it's raining, you're a fucking idiot if you're in the California surf. Because it brings all the bird poopies,
all the septic.
Yeah,
shit.
And all the shit. And you're supposed to
get
Google it, Andrew, because I feel like Robb Flynn thinks I'm lying. Trust me, bro. I know about this stuff. Because I did it the wrong way. That's why I know so much shit. Because I'm a giant mistake, and I've stuck my finger in the wrong fucking hole so many times that I just know all there is to know about it. See? Dangerous surfing after rain.
72 hours.
72 hours.
Holy smokes! Look at that.
Bacteria.
That's some crazy shit.
Yep. A guy like me was in there going,
look at that.
energy in the ocean. Yeah. From the Chase L show. Fuck, let's go learn something.
God damn it.
Full of stuff. So
fucking love it.
So you mentioned you were out there and you wrote some like dark lyrics. What happens, because there's only so far you can go stylistically and still call it Machine Head. You must have accidentally written like a sweet pop hook somewhere along the way. That
there's a lot of pop hooks on this record. There's a lot of like straight up pop hooks. Did you ever write
like oh, that would be a really good corny Britney Spears song, but I can never actually tell anybody that I came up with that?
I don't know about that. I mean, I've written some pretty like, especially when like glam rock was popping off. I wrote some pretty corny glam rock songs that were just like funny and fun to me.
Yeah.
But I didn't do anything with them, and we might have jammed around with them, but they were just a goof to make us laugh.
And then about lyrics, I read in an interview that you did for this album about how much rewriting you did, particularly on one song. That is insane to me. Because it just seems to me usually you kind of
about what?
In, that you rewrote the lyrics to one song multiple times.
Oh, gotcha, yeah, gotcha.
Because usually you kind of lock in. You usually go in and you have like a pretty good idea where you're going, and you might like hone it and polish it and stuff. But to actually go through and completely throw it out multiple times,
that's actually pretty common.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, some songs on this record, I literally sat down and I woke up, did the 4:30 in the morning thing, started writing, and it literally just poured out of me in order, in sequence, and nothing fucking changed. You know, a song called Bastards that we got on this, song called Triple Beam, and I think you're talking about a song called Beyond the Pale.
I think I am, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, like sometimes that just happens. Like I got a hook and I got a killer cadence, but the words I'm saying suck and they don't make any sense to the other words in the song, and I can't, you know, to me it's always important to have, like, the song's got to be about something. You got to be able to just go, okay, 5 words, what's the song about? You know, like, and if you can't do that, then the song's fucked up and it's not working. And I ended up just I would just write new choruses and write new verses and sing them and fuck this and just throw it away. You know, fuck this, throw it away, fuck this. Finally, I got 7 times in on the song Beyond the Pale, and right when that chorus came in and I sang it for the first time, I'm like, this is it. Like, this is it. And I knew it right then, and everything else just fell right into place. And sometimes like, Halo is the same way. You know, that's one of your jams, man. Halo went through so many fucking changes, dude. That song, when we were done with that song...
Was the meaning of the song the same the whole way?
No.
Oh, really?
I had like an entirely different chorus. Like, it was in a different key. I had like it was originally called I Want Your Soul, and it was just fucking stupid. And
wow.
For about 6 months, it took us to keep getting that song done. When we were done with it, we were so sick of that song. Phil, our guitar player, famously exclaimed, "We will never play this song live." Like, we were just so fucking sad. And I'm like, we're not. Fuck this song.
And then you had
and then everybody was like, that song's the shit.
I know.
We were like, all right, fuck. I guess we'll play that song live. And then you don't care because then everybody likes your song.
Right. You know, because that's all I cared about.
Yeah.
And I remember you played it live. I was very happy that you did.
Yeah, I don't think we could not play that song.
I remember. We came there when you were with Metallica, and we heard Soundcheck.
Oh, right on.
And that was way cooler to me than anything, because I knew who you were. I knew who it was immediately in some corridor, and I was like, "No fucking way, Machine Head is here!" Probably Tully just having a go. Oh my god, good for you, dude. But I remember freaking out and I got to hear him play just one part of that, because I feel like he had to test
and we were playing it?
Yeah, in Soundcheck you did that just for a second. Like, you had to be, yep, okay, I can play that. We've got that. And let's move on with the rest of the shit that we play.
What'd you think of the show?
I loved it.
Yeah?
I mean, I've always, I didn't even know I came in super late, so all I knew was Blackening and then Davidian and all these other things that it was all very new to me, because I just don't pay attention to music like I used to. It's like I got my old ones and I know.
When did you come here? When did you move to America?
25 years ago or something.
Oh, so from a while ago, like 90s, early 90s.
Yeah, early 90s. I think I might have got here 91.
And you were listening to metal then?
Yeah, I met
or
Ben
punk rock and hip-hop?
What was I into? Very first shit I was into was probably AC/DC.
Right.
And then when I came to
Silverchair.
America, I got into Silverchair later on to make fun of it, but it got me. That came out and I busted that song's balls so hard that I ended up becoming like a full-on fan of that shit. Like, and now fully admit it. Like, I love Silverchair.
That's awesome.
And I fucking, when I was 17, I annihilated
Our bassist is crazy about Silverchair. We'll get fucking wasted and they'll start playing. I'm like, what the fuck are we listening to? The fuck is this?
Like the one album?
The
or like
one,
the one
record. He loves that one record.
Yeah, that shit's awesome. That's the only
Fat
song I like.
Boy.
Yeah, that's
Fat Boy. The fucking Fat Boy song.
I put that when I used to work on the music channel. That shit was in rotation.
Yeah.
Like, Will hated me. I just fucking.
Yeah, so it's not Faction anymore, right?
No, this is Faction.
One day I just was listening and I was like, I don't hear fucking Ellis anymore. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, you and everybody else too. Hey man, where'd you go? I'm like, oh god. So yeah, they're still promoting it, but yeah, we moved to 103 Faction Talk. So now there's no music that gets to play in between breaks.
That's a bummer.
It is a bummer.
You turned me on to some cool jams, man. I will tell you that. I got some cool jams from the Faction show.
Yeah.
That Run the Jewels song.
Run the Jewels.
Run the Jewels, Countdown to Fuck or whatever it's called.
Oh.
You guys would always play that, and I heard that one time, and I was like, this shit is sick. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it was always like a weird mistake to be doing a talk show on a music channel. You know, there's a reason why nobody ever does that.
Yeah.
So it's probably overdue that we moved. But yeah, it was a lot cooler. I mean, business-wise, it was not that smart, but it was a lot cooler to be a talk show.
Because you guys would talk for a long time, which is fucking great. Like, that's why I tuned in.
Yeah,
but they didn't want that. They wanted the music more up.
Well, it wasn't even. I don't know what their plan was with the music thing. I just know that I think they wanted all the talk guys to join and be on one channel, and you know they pretty much, because I didn't want to move. I like Faction. They sort of offered us a bunch of stuff. I don't know if that's actually all happened, but they still they promised us a lot of stuff, and it's the way that if we go, we help them. And they pay us, so I'm like, I'm not trying to fuck you over, boss.
Yeah.
So if you think it's good that we come over here, and you think that if I come over here, you'll be happy with me and everybody else that works here, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, because it's still got to do good here.
Right. Yeah. Well, we did good here. We're number one on here, but it still doesn't. I just want everybody who listens to SiriusXM to hear the show. I don't fucking care about. I mean, I can't beat Stern. I want that. I'm the best. In my mind, so until that's happened,
you gotta be that way, right? Like when we were on tour with Metallica, I was like, I'm going out there to fucking murder these motherfuckers.
Right?
I'm not trying to come in number 2. Like you gotta have that mindset.
That's every. I mean,
even if you do come in at number 2, you still gotta have the mindset.
I was gonna say
because I want to crush Metallica.
Were there nights where you felt like you accomplished that?
There was about 3 shows where I can say. We ate their fucking lunch, and one of them was our hometown show in San Jose.
That's sweet.
We fucking wanted blood, and we fucking killed it. And it just everything, there was no problems. Like we all, and it wasn't because just that attitude. And many things can happen to just make us play well, and the vibe and everything. And I would say, the other 95% of the shows they crushed us into the dust. But you still got to go out there and go with that attitude.
Is there like friendly competition among bands?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it spoken, unspoken?
Sometimes, most of the time, it's unspoken. Sometimes it's spoken. It's not quite. It's probably not quite like UFC shit, where like you're just talking shit for 2 months leading up to the fight. But yeah, I mean, I think that. I don't know if it's that with everybody, but I know that's how I feel. Even if I'm not, and I don't mean it like in like. Fuck those guys, I want them to fucking die, but it's like I want to go out there and play the best and be the best. I want the band that you remember to be Machine Head.
Yeah, I don't. When anybody gets
and I think you got to prepare for it, you got to work for it. Just like when you go into a fight, you got to train for it. Like you got to work up to it. Like we train our fucking asses off. I warm up for like 2 hours before a show. I go out there on fucking fire, stretching, vocal shit. Like, I want to go fucking kill it. And it's not like I want to kill it like opera style. It's like a very physical show. It's fucking headbanging and circle pits and singing, hit on all my notes, playing all my shit right, being super fucking tight on the guitar.
Yeah.
Is that typical? Like, do you play with bands that are just like, oh, fuck it, showtime, let's rock?
I know some dudes who don't even they don't even warm up. They literally put on their guitar and walk on stage. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy to me. Like, I think I would be hurt more.
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't do it. Not necessarily because I couldn't just walk on stage. I could probably do that when I'm in a run, but I want to be like so fucking warmed up that, you know, sans some fucking amp thing happening.
Hey man, it makes sense
breaking.
to me. As a like, if you're a fan of music, it's different when you're a metal fan. Like when you're a metal fan, you're more aware of how instruments are played, and you're looking at that. Like, no disrespect to Andrew and his pop music, but I don't think Andrew's concentrating on the bass player in the background, seeing what he's working with during the breaks or something. Even when I was a little kid, you know what I mean, watching all the metal bands that I grew up like, and like there was many times there where I was fucking just watching one dude's fucking hands. That's it.
Right.
And every now and then he would do something, and I'd go to my friend, "Fuck! Did you see that?" You know what I mean? Which means I wasn't rare. Everybody was doing that.
Everybody was doing that.
Yeah, so when the dude like starts hitting the lead break or whatever, you don't just fucking mosey over it. Pretty much everybody else in the band gets a fucking hall pass for a couple minutes.
My first thrash show was watching that band Exciter. They had an album called Heavy Metal Maniac.
Yeah.
And John Rishi at the time just like he did the fastest notes I'd ever fucking heard in my life. So, 14-year-old, go up front, headbang the whole time, and I just look up and watch him play leads, and he just like, I'd do the same thing with my friend. Fuck, look at that! I'll never be able to play that fast.
Yeah, it's just not the same. I don't think the average pop or even.
I think it's different though. Like somebody like Timberlake or Bruno Mars, like they're going up there and they got
watching
the
dance
it's a lot
moves
of
and
fucking.
shit.
They're fucking singing their ass off.
Yeah, but you know what? I feel like
maybe they're on.
I
don't know if they're on tracks though. Like, are those dudes on tracks?
I
think it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
I don't want to insult them.
It is different with guitar music. My first guitar instructor used to try to figure out how to play songs, and then he'd go to shows with fucking binoculars and a notepad. So anything that he couldn't figure out, he could try to get it off the guy live.
That's pretty hardcore.
Oh, man, that's
pretty hardcore. He wanted that shit. Yeah, that's good. Good
man,
for him.
I learned how to play guitar from watching. I taped Rage, some weird music thing that they played at 3 a.m. in Australia, and I would tape it on VHS, and then I found
Tom Morello licks.
I found Metallica's Sanitarium because it was like kind of easy, that song, and someone taught me it. But then I picked up the rest because lo and behold, they played a Master of Puppets gig on this fucking thing. Like they did like an hour of shit of just them live. It was like the one with Cliff and James had like the eat fuck on his white guitar
in Australia.
No. They just played on the TV.
Oh, gotcha.
The gig was like in America.
Okay.
And we couldn't even get that. You know what I mean? You didn't have DVDs of Metallica.
No.
It was just fucking they're on. You know what I mean?
Right,
it was on the so I watched a bunch of stuff, and then when he's singing, the camera's on him. You can see his fucking hands on the fretboard, and I was like, I got it! I figured it out from the video.
Yeah.
Because I can't even read tablature.
No, I can't.
I'm an absolute astard.
I can't read any of that shit.
Yeah, but I've seen. First time I met you, we came to the dressing room, and me and Tally never forgot it. The how much guitar you were playing and what you were playing while you were doing an interview with me. And and I only got you to stop playing guitar for 1 second.
Yeah, you were learning scales.
Yeah, blistering.
Where was that at?
That was at the forum.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you were fucking annihilating your guitar while answering questions that I was giving to you, and then one of them was such a stupid question that you actually stopped for a second. Me and Tully laughed about that. We actually got his hand to stop for a second because of the level of stupid. Something about sharks. I don't know. It was stupid.
Do you have to? Do you actively try to learn new music shit, increase your chops? Like, is it hard to write new music if you haven't put new shit in the think box beforehand?
I don't think so.
Food's here, Betsy.
I don't think, like guitar wise.
Yeah.
No, I mean not for this record.
Yeah.
I mean I think on couple of records, on the record that I wrote, Darkness Within, I had taken classical lessons for the first time, and I really dug into classical guitar. But that was kind of the only time I did it, and it was just really that era, and I have kind of slacked off.
Yeah.
Since then, I think with this record, it really wasn't about guitar for me. It was really about lyrics. It was about words. It was about cadences. It was about simplifying shit, and that's where I really, really put my energy. And not to say that anything changed guitar wise, because the guitar was a guitar, but that was, I don't know. I felt like I needed to get better there. Sometimes I write these lyrics and they're like violent poetry. They're fucked up and they're dark and they're cool and they sound cool, but they don't really make a lot of sense. And I didn't really care that much before, but now I care. Like I didn't want that anymore. I didn't want, metaphorical shit. I was like, no, like I want every song to be very clear language like we speak now. No fucking baguettes, no no biblical
no
speak.
evil scripture.
Yeah. Evil scripture.
That's a large.
I gotta remember that. That's good.
That's a
no
lot
evil
of,
scripture. I'm gonna steal that from
have at it. That's a lot because we have a crazy metalhead out here in the green room, and it's just like, oh my god. So these guys are called like ill-begotten, and this song is called like Night's Fall Church Suicide. It's like, oh, how are we really gonna run this back again?
How do you feel about this? Comes out pretty fucked up, right? You're just slaughtering your shit, your weird little fairy magician songs. They're fucking with you on that.
Marcy has never said or recorded a dumb thing in his entire life. How dare you?
Did he say Morrissey?
Yeah, that's a Morrissey fan, and
right,
this is a Castles of Grayskull metal fan.
Morrissey, man, he's the Smiths. Come on.
Bet you like. See, you gotta respect him.
Sure, Robert Smith.
Because he's a real musician.
I'm all over that shit.
Cool Beans. He's a real musician. That's why he respects him, and he doesn't respect. I don't want to say.
I always just thought it was funny that he had like these super happy sounding songs, but then you listen to the lyric and like I want to kick you in the head, and it was like, oh, whoa, he just said that.
There's a lot of weird allusions to physical violence.
Yeah,
it's always like a brick in the small of the back,
yes,
and a thumb in the eye. It's
totally.
Like
but it's like the super happiest melody.
Well, that makes sense.
But it's the happiest melody you've ever fucking heard. So you're just like, oh, it just sounds like fucking.
You like Cannibal Corpse and shit, though, right?
Some of that, yeah. Those dudes are my boys.
Right. Yeah, so there you go. Cool Beans, you're alright.
George is cool, man.
Cool Beans.
George.
You
ever had George on your show?
Who?
George?
No.
Singer?
The big neck guy?
Corpse Grinder? Yeah. He's amazing. You got to get him on.
Would you like that, Cool Beans?
You guys could talk fucking football. You could talk.
I don't know football.
You could talk. What's the not War of the Worlds? War of the Warcraft. World of Warcraft.
Yeah, no, he might want to talk to my daughter about that shit. No, I don't have any. I don't have any insight. Do you think I'm a World of Warcraft guy?
Dude, I don't know.
Really?
You're a Cure guy, right?
I'm not a Cure guy.
Okay.
I've just
you don't like the Cure?
Give me a second to defend myself, Robb Flynn. I always hated them because I'm a Neanderthal and I only like Neanderthal shit. But then my musical things that I got into expanded dramatically from Led Zeppelin's to Bob Dylan's and all these other people that made me like all music. And if you're good at it,
yeah.
If you're not good at it, I cannot respect you. That's just the game that I play. Because there's a lot of musicians out there. I don't have time for your bullshit. You've got to be very good. And then I'm like this, even if I don't like that music, because I wouldn't say that I think Morrissey is the greatest. Sometimes I don't go, man, this is just so cool. I love this song. I'm like, oh, this is pretty tough. Can't believe this dude sings it with that voice. That's crazy. But it's talented. He's gifted. And I know that. So I can't hate on it. And I wouldn't buy a Morrissey ticket.
Good for you. He probably wouldn't show up anyway.
Because it's too cold. You know that?
It's too cold.
He canceled the show at Paso Robles because it was 47 degrees and his stage heaters weren't working.
Oh shit!
There's a GoFundMe to buy him a sweater. Right
and
now.
Robb Flynn just told a story about how his stomach was going in his testicles as he was performing. But Morrissy, it was cold.
Yeah.
That's not a good excuse.
That's a pretty
shitty excuse.
But that's that kind of music.
Yeah.
That that's why it's totally understandable to me that you were drinking copious amounts of vodka every gig, because every time I've seen Machine Head, it's like you command evil, fire, and power, and you know what I mean, and hell, what the fuck? Let's get wasted.
Fuck yeah.
But I tried to tell Marilyn Manson. I tried to help him to get sober. He keeps telling me that he might one day. I know he won't. But because I watch him, I'm like, dude, you're sloppy sometimes. And
he's always been though.
Yeah,
he's always been pretty
but
sloppy.
I felt like if he was
really sloppy in a gloriously fucking awesome sloppy.
Well, he can't lose. That's another reason why he won't get sober, because he's still a genius. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it might even be I'm sure he thinks he's even more of a genius because he can drink so much that he's speaking a different tongue, and he'll probably record that and then he'll put it on the next album and you'll think it's great. But if he was fitter and he was more sober, you would know, even though you're in denial that your birthday sucked. You know it sucked. Him sober, he'd be...
Did your birthday suck?
Fuck yeah. I fucking hate it. I didn't...
Like,
I forgot it was my birthday because...
Like, that's all I get is cake?
My wife told me it was my birthday because my birthday is weird. It's my birthday here, but the day before is my real birthday because Australia is the different date shit.
Gotcha.
So I said, hey, is my birthday this weekend? She's like, it's today. And that, because I wouldn't try to care that it's my birthday because there's no big thing coming this weekend for it.
Yeah.
It's going to suck.
You're not having a party. You're not partying.
Fucking,
you're not going to the
I'm
bar.
going to have 4 O'Douls. The 4th one starts to taste like shit.
Are you doing the fake beer?
I don't do anything anymore.
No.
I don't give a fuck.
You don't even do the fake beer?
I don't do, fuck it. I drink kombucha.
Sweet. I'm down with kombucha too.
I know.
I do the fake beer. I'll go to a fucking bar now and drop like $50 on fake beer. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Wait.
I just spent $50 on fake fucking beer.
See, I drink fake beer if they had like a brewery where they had proper beer that was fake.
Yeah.
But when you go to a bar and get a fake beer, you get O'Douls or
Sharps.
Or
no,
some other insult to wanting to drink a beer.
Yeah, they got the Guinness. Guinness has got like a one now. Yeah.
Like a black non-alcoholic beer?
Yeah, like a stoutish.
Probably drink 5 of those before it starts to feel
they're like $11 a pop.
$11 a pop.
$11 a pop.
They're just like fuck you.
Fucking dollars on 5 guys. Yeah, that's it. Caliber.
Wow.
I almost accidentally bought that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's actually pretty good.
Okay.
It's not,
wait, they have Guinness 0 calorie Guinness? What is the world going?
No. That's I don't know if that's real or not, but that's non-alcoholic because that's 0 ABV alcohol.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, there you go.
I was gonna say, drink Guinness and you get fat and you shut the fuck up. That's the.
You get full and you only kind of get half drunk. You actually really own alcohol and you like it.
So you're 3 days sober.
Yeah, I am. I'm a whole new man.
Prior to that, how long was the break?
Oh no!
He's not sober.
Yeah,
he's fine.
Oh no, I had a drink 2 nights ago. But I just will have like a couple drinks on the weekend.
Did you do any cocaine?
Nobody offered me any. Would have been hard to say no. I operate in a different circle than Robb Flynn. But I just can tell the difference. I can easily do this job with a 10%, 15, 20% hangover. But I'm 9 times out of 10 I'm better if I'm just 0% hungover.
Yeah.
I'm sure you.
Oh yeah, dude, totally.
Yeah.
Were you getting out of hand? Were you just like getting super wasted? And
I mean, maybe I just did a couple of things where I was like, that's at this point in the game, not a good idea. I just had friends that were kind of influencing me to want to hang out with them and live their life, and so then it made it easier. But
what do you mean?
Well, I just started hanging out with fucking AA people, but it started to get annoying to me. I can't.
So you went to AA and everything?
Fuck yeah.
So you must have got pretty bad if you went to AA. No?
Not really. I mean, my bad times were way past my end of drinking days. Like, sometimes I got a hangover and I didn't want to go to the gym.
AA because it's, like, hard to quit? Like,
no, I just went because my friend that I really looked up to was just saying this is how you get it done. And I was like, all right, I'll try it. I'll give it a go.
Jason, I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, it's hard for you to do things in half measures. Like if you're gonna quit, you're gonna really, really, really quit. Which Robb, I gather, is not the way that you felt like you had.
I mean, I have to have the same mentality though. You know what I mean? Like I gotta quit. Like I can't go out and have a beer.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
It's a slippery
slope. I want to get wasted once I have one beer, and so I had to stop. I didn't need to go to AA just for whatever reason. I just stopped and was like, fuck this shit.
Well, AA, they said that. AA is, and I never brought this up when you were super into it, Jason, because AA is great, but one of the criticisms of AA is that AA will tell you that's the only way to get sober, and I think it's pretty well established that there's a lot of different ways to skin that particular animal.
Look, and it depends on what kind of addiction you get too, and I know people are going to get pissed at me, but I just feel like some people, you're doing blow and hookers, and you don't want to do any of that, but every time you drink, you do that. Or you're addicted to painkillers and you're doing like a certain amount of milligrams a day and that's supposed to be really dangerous for your existence. Those are the people that you need to go every day and you need to call someone every day. Yeah. Because if you don't, you're going to fucking die.
Yeah, the sponsor, is that it called?
Yeah. And I had that and look, and I'm not saying, I don't think, I've got problems, man. I'm not out in the clear. I'm not better than anybody. I got issues that I'll be struggling with till the day I die. I know I will.
Right?
Yeah,
I just did this thing called
just make it work.
Rise Above for Revolver magazine.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, you're gonna go and you're gonna tell us a struggle you've overcome. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm at the Revolver thing, and I'm like, I don't feel like I've overcome them. Like that's I'm still struggling with them, and I have tools now because I went to therapy for a long time too, and I can deal with it better than I used to be. I don't feel like I've overcome. Like I don't even know if I'm your dude to talk about this because I'm not going to end this and be like, and bro, it's done. Like I'm good now. Like it's the same. Like it's the same thing. Like it's a evolution. You learn how to cope with it. You get some coping skills, but
I'm just fucked up, and I think that I'm okay with it, and that's the thing that's made it easier and made me easier to deal with to the rest of the world, because that's who I feel sorry for. Not me anymore. Things are actually pretty good for me. Sure, my brain says some pretty weird shit that would probably freak some people out from time to time, but I fucking look at this job. Oh my god, man! I don't do. You know what I mean? It's the sweetest job ever.
It could be way worse.
Yeah.
It could be so
and
much
I think
worse.
that the job came with being fucked up. You know.
Yeah.
Every time I go to school, I see everybody else there. I'm sure they've got problems too, but I don't think they're anywhere near what I've gone through because they just look like it's cool.
Right.
And maybe it's in my head. I'm like, man, I guess just these people just look like.
You ever do like the high school reunion or anything?
I left when I was like the day I turned 16. I'm not even that. I didn't have any. I had two friends, in that. I had two Vietnamese friends and two white guys that got into skateboarding, and then I got expelled or something I got expelled for setting the girls' bathroom on fire.
Nice.
It was an accident. I threw a smoke bomb in there, and the smoke. Well, I didn't fucking go. I'm going to set fire to the girls' bathroom.
Let's burn the girls' bathroom down.
If you tie
that chick
foil,
wouldn't fuck me, damn it!
To all women's toilets.
Hey, they saw my note that I was going to end all women's toilets, and they were like, "Fuck, we caught the culprit." Because
just in time.
Yeah,
Maniac.
Yeah, I twirled a ball. Somebody showed me if you twirl a ping pong ball in aluminum foil and then you light it, it smokes like a smoke bomb.
Okay.
So I fucking lit it and threw it in the girls' toilets. And right when I threw it in there, I hear banging on a window, and I look over, and it's a teacher, like in another classroom, that's just banging on the window and just saw me do it. So I'm fucking smoked. And then I guess that thing landed on a toilet roll, and that caught on fire. And then it was like the girls' toilet is on fire, but nobody fucking died or anything. But yeah,
I set my English teacher's desk on fire on the last day of school.
How do you do
and
that?
I actually
do you
got away with it. Yeah,
How?
Just like the papers. Like, because the papers.
Yeah.
This was like homework papers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is this like, at what age is that?
That was 17.
So you, what is it called when you do school and you finish it?
I graduated.
Yeah, you graduated.
I graduated. I did graduate. What's that called?
Yeah, I wasn't even trying to get
did.
that. Oh, you gotta go. Fucking hell. Alright, you've gotta go.
I gotta go. All right.
Well, we're looking forward to hearing your new album. Unfortunately, it's not out until
January 26th.
Mm-hmm. Catharsis.
You can pre-order it November 17th.
Got your tour dates, another evening with Machine Head, fuck opening acts. They're all terrible anyway.
You said that so much better than I ever could.
Oh, man.
Thank you for that.
Robb Flynn from Machine Head. Thank you. We'll be back, everybody.
Thanks for having me, man.
It's gotta be said.